These are your evening headlines for February 5th, 2026, right here on BYU-Idaho Radio. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Kimber Pierce. The Trinity United Methodist Church in Idaho Falls has an evening of music, love, and laughs packaged in a free Valentine's Day concert. The Valentine's concert, Cupid's Greatest Hits and Misses, is tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. and is free to the public. Semi-formal attire is suggested, but not required. Concert pianist Allison Anderson says there will be a variety of music and a variety of love themes.
But this is specifically, for Valentine's. And so a lot of the music is the lovey-dovey, the beautiful, wondrous, all the great things. But then there's also like the other parts of love that aren't always the most happy, like the loss of a love, the grief that you experience.
This concert and two others this year are made possible through the help of a grant from the Chesbro Music Company. Chesbro Music is a family-owned company from Idaho Falls and has been around for over a century. They seek to give to local communities by making music more available.
That's a really, really cool thing from Chesbro. We're super glad they wanted to give this to us.
The Valentine's concert is part of a series of free concerts by the Trinity United Methodist Church with the goal of making music more accessible to the East Idaho community. 2 more free concerts are planned for the year, one on March 21st and a Halloween concert on October 30th. The Valentine's Day concert can also be streamed from the Trinity United Methodist Church Facebook page. The BYU Cougars find themselves in a bit of a slump after dropping 4 of their last 5 games, the most recent at Oklahoma State. Despite A.J. DeBonsta's 36-point outing, the Cougars fell 99-92 to the Cowboys, and that is sure to shake up the next top 25 poll. But after the game, Oklahoma State's student section could be heard shouting "F the Mormons," though they used more vulgar language. Unfortunately, this isn't the first time this has happened across BYU athletics. Just this past football season, several teams, including the Colorado Buffaloes, were fined by the Big 12 Conference for using that exact chant. Last year, when BYU basketball visited the University of Arizona, the same chant was used. BYU head coach Kevin Young, who is a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, addressed the hateful speech after the loss to OSU.
There was some F the Mormons chants tonight by the student section that I heard. It's a great win for Oklahoma State University. Their fans should be proud. But it would be great if some class was warranted, in there as well. I got 4 small kids at home. I'm a Mormon. When I go home, they're going to ask me about it the same way they asked me about it last year at Arizona. There's just too much hate in the world to be saying stuff like that. We got enough problems in our world without going at people's religion and beliefs and whether it's in vogue or not. And we don't even have our whole teams. We only have probably 4 or 5 guys who are even Mormon on the team. I understand what we represent, but even for a guy like AJ, that stuff is unwarranted. And like I said, man, I try to talk to our guys about being examples in the world. We can use basketball to really just bring people together and not tear people apart. It's something we talk about a lot, and it's just disappointing. So I hope someone prints that. I hope it's in bold on someone's publication, and just try to maybe together as a society we can just help the world kind of move forward and not divide each other and with hate and things that's really nonsensical.
BYU is founded, supported, and guided by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and several student athletes across all sports are members of the church as well. In previous years, the Big 12 has issued fines to schools for vulgar chants, and Oklahoma State University is expected to face a fine as a result. The Rexburg Rock Gym hosts BYU-Idaho students throughout the semester. Student reporter Alex Batman has the story.
Join your fellow students on an exciting rock climbing adventure at BYU-Idaho's indoor climbing event, available twice a month through the university. You'll be taken to the Rexburg Rock Gym, where you'll have your choice of bouldering, top rope climbing, or a combination of the two.
Come try. Come try. Don't sit in your apartment. There's too much fun stuff going on around campus, and this is one of those activities.
Morris Christensen, outdoor advisor for outdoor activities, says the university tries to create or support events that keep students active in the wintertime.
So we try to plan out a couple-hour slot where we can go over and go climbing. We're really just trying to reach out to as many people as possible to get them to come and to climb.
Christensen says one goal for this event is to introduce the sport to people who have never tried it.
We know that most people that are climbers are probably doing this on their own, but this is really kind of an opportunity for those maybe that don't climb all that much, or maybe haven't tried it before.
Christensen hopes that attendees will be inspired to add climbing to the list of things they do to recreate.
That really the goal behind it is to get students out trying new activities and helping them to experience these new things in hopes that they will adopt these things in their lives and hopefully continue doing them throughout their lives. We think it's part of a healthy lifestyle. Recreation is a pretty important thing.
Christensen says climbing is a workout, but that's not the emphasis of the activity.
I think the idea behind climbing is we're always trying to get better. We're always trying to master climbing a little bit more, climb a harder route. I mean, that's always really kind of the goal behind climbing, is to have fun and challenge yourself.
The cost of a ticket will cover entrance to the gym, as well as climbing shoes, a harness, and transportation to and from the event. Tickets for the event are $12 and are available at the ticket office in person or online at tickets.byui.edu. Once you have your ticket, you'll get an email with the meeting time and place in your student email the night before the event. For BYU Idaho Radio, I'm Alex Batman.
These have been your BYU-Idaho Radio evening headlines for February 5th, 2026. Thanks for tuning in. More news, interviews, and great content are available on our podcast feed. Search for BYU-Idaho Radio on your favorite podcast apps. We are on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and more. For BYU-Idaho Radio, I'm Kimber Pierce.